trip across the Atlantic would have taken Matthew, Mary, and their son Tom a minimum of 4 days. It wouldn't be until July 12th, however, that Matthew and Mary with Tom were cleared to head to Newcastle. Matthew, Mary, and Tom Brown's first introduction to Newcastle would have been the Grand Trunk Railway Station, which is where they would have arrived. These early postcards of the village give us a sense of what Matthew and Mary would have seen when they first arrived in town. This house on the north side of Edward Street, just east of Beaver, is the first house that we know for a fact Matthew and Mary lived in. They bought this house off of Hannah Gomme and her husband Charles in 1918. From early pictures we have of the Brown family in Newcastle, it's likely that they rented this house before they bought it. On the 23rd of August in 1918, Matthew Brown agreed to pay Hannah Gomme and her husband Charles Gomme $300 for this property. A couple of early pictures from the Edward Street home. It's apparent that Matthew and Mary were proud of their home on Edward Street and their son Tom, evidenced by the number of pictures of the house, Tom, and of the animals and the barns in the back. By 1918, Matthew and Mary were truly integrating themselves into Canadian life, including applying for citizenship and getting registered. Matthew was now a member of the Maintenance of Way employees working for the CPR. By 1925, they would sell their house on Edward Street, but it's apparent Matthew was thinking ahead. In 1922, he bought Lot 26 off Thomas Montague. Matthew and Mary would eventually buy Lot 25 on Block 42 in Newcastle as well, land that would eventually be sold to make way for the 401. More to come on Matthew and Mary's move to Lot 26 in Part 3.